welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a full, comprehensive, honest review of the grocery delivery service Good Eggs. I just recently tried out the service for the first time, and this video is going to be about my experience, about what I liked, about what I didn't like, and ultimately what I think you should keep in mind if you are thinking about trying out this service for yourself. So first, just a few things. I do have a referral code for Good Eggs. I think it will give you $20 or $25 off your first order, so check that out in the description. So first, let's just talk about what Good Eggs is. So basically, this is a San Francisco-based grocery delivery company. They deliver all range of groceries from produce, packaged goods. They have alcohol, personal care items, and like household items. So kind of a whole range of items that you would expect to see in a grocery store. From what I can tell, it seems like they focus more on like super fresh produce as well as more organic type of packaged goods. So it's probably similar types of brands that you'd see in like Whole Foods, for example. First, let's talk about where I thought the service did really well. The first thing is they had same day delivery, and basically how it works, you could choose delivery windows that were in 4-hour increments. I believe if you order before 1 p.m., you can order that same day, which that I thought was amazing. And then the second thing, which is perhaps even more important, is they actually did honor the delivery time. They followed my instructions. So yeah, thumbs up for the whole delivery experience. The second thing that I thought was really cool and unique about Good Eggs is they do have a whole range of meal kits. They have main dishes, side dishes, soups. They have kids meal kits. They have like more special event like Mother's Day meal kits. For this delivery, I decided to try one out for myself. This is like a pita with a chicken salad. I thought the meal itself was good. It wasn't amazing, but probably like a 6 out of 10. But what I did think was really cool about it is it was super easy to make. The instructions were really clear. They had everything included in the box except for salt and pepper. The process of actually assembling the meal kit was very easy. So yeah, that was awesome. Another thing that I think is really nice is, as I said, they do really focus on fresh fruits and vegetables, about getting you basically the produce like within a day of it being picked. Don't quote me on that, but it's supposed to be really fresh. Now, we didn't get a lot of produce in this delivery. However, from the small amount that we did get, it did seem really fresh, so I can't really complain about that. Also, what's nice is they do have bulk ordering options. So if you do want to order like a large amount of blueberries or something, you can save a little bit of money by doing that. So yeah, that's always nice. And then I also think it's really cool that they do have a lot of proprietary items. They have certain items that are like Good Eggs kitchen items, which you can only get from Good Eggs. So, which I thought was really cool. And then finally, I really liked that they had a good selection of local items. Honestly, it's a really cool service to just get exposed to new and different brands that you may not see in like Safeway or Trader Joe's or something, to actually get more local, organic, I don't know, just like more interesting brands and products that you don't always see. So yeah, that was really cool. So now let's talk about some of the things that I didn't like, about the negatives that I experienced with this service. So the first thing is it's expensive. Most of the brands are pretty expensive. And then on top of that is there are a decent amount of like added fees and stuff like that. So there is a delivery fee if you have a delivery under $80. They have a peak delivery time fee. So for me, I did like a Saturday between 10 and 2, and I had to pay an extra like $4 or $5, I think. They also have like a good jobs fee or something, basically something that goes towards the salary of their workers. Basically, it's replacing like having a tip. That part kind of bugged me because they said like, oh, we don't charge tips. We just like pay our employees a living wage, which is awesome, but you're basically still charging a tip. It's just required. There's a lot of fees. The products themselves are expensive. So yeah, that being said, obviously you get the convenience, you get high-end fresh groceries, but if you want to get like budget items, you're probably going to be disappointed. The second thing is there is a pretty limited selection. Like they might just have like one brand of certain items. And I don't know if this is something that is just recent because of coronavirus and everyone is getting grocery delivery, that maybe they're more sold out of things, but they did have a pretty limited selection. So if you are in the market for like a specific item, you may not be able to find what you're looking for. So for example, I wanted to make s'mores with graham crackers. They didn't have any graham crackers. I wanted to do some baking with like bread yeast. They didn't have any yeast. Wanted to get some like Halo Top or like an ice cream like that. They didn't have that. They don't have a large selection. So that's the next thing. The third thing that kind of stood out to me about the actual delivery and the box that everything was delivered in is there's not a lot of insulation for frozen items. So you basically have to do a delivery time where you are going to be home, because you have to get the delivery and like refrigerate it or freeze it right away. That's different than other services I've tried where everything that's frozen is in like an insulated bag where it can stay that way for hours. Personally, I would not have felt good about having those things sitting more than like half an hour because the frozen items were already starting to thaw. So keep that in mind. Another thing that I noticed about the meal kits is the meal kits are not actually packaged together. It's basically just like you're pre-selecting items from the store to go together, but it's not like pre-packaged together where you know everything is part of the meal kit. And for me, that wasn't a huge deal because I just had one meal kit. But if you had like multiple meal kits that you were purchasing from them that you were using for the week, they would just be kind of all jumbled together. And it's definitely not as organized as other like meal kit services like Blue Apron, for example, or HelloFresh or something like that, where everything is more packaged together, at least somewhat. So yeah. And then finally, the last thing that I noticed is that a lot of the fresh produce is not available for delivery every single day. So for me, I wanted to order some bananas. However, the bananas were not available to order for a Saturday delivery. And as I said, I wanted a Saturday delivery. So I basically had to forego the bananas, and there were several other produce items that were not available. So just keep that in mind. I think why they do this is they want to deliver fresh produce basically on the day that they receive it, so it's as fresh as possible. You don't want to like hold things for a week and then deliver it to you. So yeah, keep that in mind. So those are my thoughts about it. Overall, I was really impressed with the service, mainly because of the fact that you can do same day deliveries and the delivery windows, they were actually reliably delivered during that time. I think this would be an awesome option instead of going to the grocery store where you just want to do a quick delivery run and you don't want to plan ahead like a week in advance like some services require you to do. So yeah, that was my opinion of it. Again, if you are thinking about joining and you want to use my referral link, that will be down in the description. And that's it. Bye guys.